Hey guys, it's your man Blue Rapid, and since it's Valentine's Day, I thought I would tell you guys a story that happened last Valentine's Day. And as you may have noticed, I'm not standing up somewhere. This place has better lighting, and I just figured why not. It's still gonna be awkward, and it's still gonna be funny, but it's gonna be a little sad. Just a little, yeah. So if you recall, last Valentine's Day, Deadpool came out. And 2 weeks prior to that, I put up a picture on Facebook that said, 2 weeks till Deadpool comes out. And this girl I had a class with happened to see it and go,
"Oh my god, I can't wait to see that movie. We should totally go together."
Now she and I were supposed to hang out several other times, and all those times she pretty much ditched me. She gave me excuses for why she couldn't come, but she never made plans to hang out later. So I didn't really think too much of this. But I was like, you know what, why not give it a shot? I don't want to go to a movie like this alone. It'd be really fun to see with somebody else. So I said, sure, why not? When do you want to go? She told me it was up to me, that any time was fine with her. So I thought about the fact that I'm going to be alone on Valentine's Day. I don't know what she's doing on Valentine's Day, so I just figured, why not go on Valentine's Day? And she was like, oh my god, yes, that's totally the perfect time to go. Now, where I live, it took them a while to actually release the times in which the movie was going to be shown. But when I finally did find out when the movie was going to be shown, I decided to go at 4 because that's typically the cheapest time for where I live. So I suggested to her, how about we go to the 4 o'clock showing at, it was IMAX or something, I don't know. Because I'm like, this movie's going to be legit. Let's see it at the best quality possible. And then after that, I suggested, how about we go get something to eat just to hang out, it is Valentine's Day. There's no point in spending it alone. But then I got no reply back, which worried me a little bit, but I figured she was a little busy. But I needed to know about the time so then I can purchase the tickets, because I didn't have a problem with purchasing the tickets as long as she kind of paid me back somehow for either the tickets or she bought me food, something. I like food, okay? If you buy me food, I will love you. Sort of, a little bit. If you're being creepy, here, have this, I'd be like, oh, okay, you can get away from me now. Yeah. She eventually replied back to me and said, yeah, that time is fine, but she never did say yes or no to getting food. Like I said, I was just wanting to hang out. It's Valentine's Day. There's no point in spending it alone. And like I said, we had class together, so I figured I'd see her at some point or another and we could talk more about this whole day and whatnot. But I believe it was Wednesday before the movie came out. She didn't show up to class. And I messaged her, I'm like, is everything okay? Why didn't you come to class? Just giving her a hard time. And she just said that she wasn't feeling well, stomach pain, yada yada yada. And I was like, oh, say no more. I understand. Hopefully you feel better. Next day, I messaged her and asked her how she was feeling. I got no reply. Told her, hopefully you feel better later on that day. Friday rolls around. She still doesn't show up to class, which gets me a little worried. And I messaged her again. Hopefully you're feeling better, or where are you at? Something. I messaged her asking if she was okay and why wasn't she at class or something, and I just sent her that one message. Saturday rolls around, asked her are we still on for the movie on Sunday, and asked her if I'm picking her up or we're meeting there, and that's it. I didn't hear from her. Sunday rolls around, and I still haven't heard a single word from her. I even messaged her on Facebook, and she still doesn't reply back to me, which shows that she's trying to avoid talking to me, which kind of upsets me because of the fact that I even messaged her on Facebook and she still doesn't message me back, which shows that she's avoiding me, which kind of is upsetting because we have class together and she's an adult. She's legally an adult, so she should try acting a little bit like an adult if she didn't want to go to the movie with me, especially at some point between when she first said, hey, let's go, and that day she could have at least said, hey, I don't feel like going. So then I could have found somebody a little bit in advance. Well, I actually did, because I asked somebody, I was like, hey, the person I'm supposed to go see this movie with is being a little flaky, and so I don't want to have to go to this movie by myself after I bought 2 movie tickets. Would you like to go with me? And she said, yeah, I would love to, just let me know. And about 3 o'clock, I still didn't hear from her, and I was like, yo, whatever. So I told the other girl that, hey, meet me at whatever time at the movie theater, and we get there, and It was kind of funny because I asked her, I'm like, hey, can you buy the popcorn? It's gonna be like $2 because the bucket deal thing was like $2. And she kind of got offended. She was saying stuff like, wow, you really know how to treat a woman. You take her to a movie and you make her buy the popcorn. Now let me be clear about something. The 2 movie tickets I bought for the IMAX 3D were a total about like $20, alright? And the fact that I was supposed to go with somebody who actually asked me to this movie and then decided not to show up. And the least she could do, the other girl that I invited, was pay $2 for a bucket of popcorn that we would share with one another. It's not like I'm asking her to get paid $2 for a thing of popcorn that's tiny and then just give it to me. No, I'm paying for her ticket. I'm not asking her to pay me back because of the fact she's doing me a favor with this. I'm asking her to get popcorn for us, and she was just like, fair enough. Yeah, that's fair. That's pretty fair. But the story gets worse. Or funnier, depending on your sadicity. So the girl that ditched me and never messaged me back unfriends me from Facebook and never shows up to class again. She didn't even tell the teacher, like, hey, I'm dropping your class. She never got an ad drop slip. She just stopped going to class altogether. Which to me is kind of funny and sad at the same time, because she was clearly trying to avoid me. And rather being an adult about the whole situation of like, hey, I don't want to go see this movie with you again, she just completely avoids me altogether, removes me as her friend, never messages me back. I end up messaging her back at the end of the day and says, hope you had a good Valentine's Day. And I was trying to be a bit of an adult about this. Yeah, it was kind of a little spiteful, like, hopefully you had a good Valentine's Day even though you ruined mine, you whore. Now, to this day, I still don't know why she did what she did or why she feels this way about me to the point where she just completely avoided me altogether. But not gonna lie, that's not the first time that a girl has just decided to disappear out of my life just to avoid me, which is kind of sad and probably funny to you guys, but you know, yay. Moral of the story, kids, don't buy a movie ticket for somebody that you probably think is not going to show up, because that's just going to be a waste of money. Yeah. And if you feel bad for me, let me know in the comments below. And if you want to make me feel even worse about myself, don't. Just don't. Oh, what the heck? Why not? Just comment in the comments below. So, yeah. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you press that like button and share with your friends so that they can enjoy too. And if you haven't already, subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on Facebook and Twitter so you can stay up to date on all my activities, whether it be YouTube, Twitch, or just random stuff to make you guys laugh, because that's what I'm here for. So hopefully I will see you guys next time, but until then, deuces.